Yeah, welcome to another episode. This is a collaboration between Poetry Africa and the Poetry Café, the first of many. I have my man Ian sitting next to me. I had the pleasure of going to one of his events. I don't know what day it was because it's lots of day. What days was it?
Thursday.
Thursday. It was Thursday. It was Thursday.
Yeah.
Beautiful event. Reminded me of being home. Seemed just like it was a open mic, in the States. And so we've been talking about how we can build this global network of artistry. And so here to just share, talk, question, answer. So for people that don't know, what is Poetry Africa?
Poetry Slam Africa.
Poetry Slam
Yeah,
Africa.
there is a Poetry Africa and a Poetry Slam Africa.
All right. Well,
Oh,
correction.
poetry.
Collaboration between the Poetry Cafe and Poetry Slam Africa,
Yeah.
based here in Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay. So, Poetry Slam Africa is a poetry platform basically for slam poetry that has been running in Kenya for since 2008.
Okay.
And we've been sort of like the most consistent poetry platform in this country. Over that particular period of time, we've had so many slam champions come in, go out, transition into other things. And it's one of the, I think, most vibrant slam platforms on the continent.
Okay.
In the sense that it attracts poets from all over the space to come in and just share some of their artistry, and has grown over the years into some sort of festival. I think over the past 2 years we've been working with 4 days. So people come in from different countries, different nationalities, speaking different languages, and then we just connect over poetry and spoken word. We have workshops, masterclasses, events, showcases.
Wow.
A concert where sometimes you get people to collaborate with bands or expressive dancers, tap dancers, any sort of related art form.
And when is the conference?
So it usually happens in January.
Okay.
The next one we're having it from the 29th of January to the 1st of February, 2026.
Wow.
Yes.
That's coming up soon.
Very soon.
Coming up very soon.
Yeah, we haven't put the communication out yet, but I think that by the time this episode will be out.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're hearing this now, Poetry Slam Africa, January 2026 is going down in Nairobi. So how would a person apply? You have to apply to come?
Yeah, so there's an application process. We have some forms on our website where you can be able to go in there, just share what it is that you'd like to showcase. And then we go through it, we see if it fits into the program, because it's 4 days. Looks like a lot of time.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's not, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have and especially with poets, most poets go on stage alone. So that pretty much means that if you have 20 poets, you need to get at least 20 hours.
Yeah.
So that you can accommodate all of them, unless you're giving them like maybe 20 minutes or 15 minutes at most.
And so is the average showcase during this festival an hour for each poet to perform?
Yeah, so generally sessions are broken into hour-long interactions, depending on how you look at the nature of the presentation. So if someone is doing, for example, a play that is rooted in poetry, they're going to have at least 60 minutes to showcase. So it could run anywhere between 45 minutes to 60 minutes. That's fine. And then now for the individual showcases, you can have an entire length of time to do your thing, or you can collaborate with others so that you split the 60 minutes into, say, like 20, 20, 20. And then everyone gets to express the way they would wish on that stage.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been part of this particular platform for 13 years.
13.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, that's a lot. Yeah. And how do you fund something like that? It sounds like a lot of poets in a space performing. So is there a competition?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's the crowning event for the festival is usually the National Poetry Slam, which is the Grand Slam. And it comes off of like a selection that we have throughout the year, where all the poets that we are working with through the selection end up performing at the Grand Slam.
Gotcha.
So
how many poets are in the Grand Slam?
Grand Slam is usually between 9 and 12.
Okay.
Yes.
But they've been competing throughout the year.
Yeah, they've been competing throughout the year.
Okay.
So
similar to the US.
So it culminates into this grand showcase but we try and keep it short so we can have other activities during that particular period.
Okay.
I know there's usually different formats. One of the things so outside of just my activities running the Poetry Slam in this country, I've been part of the team that's been setting up the World Poetry Slam Championships.
Nice.
So one of the things that we are doing right now is we're trying to set up a white book, specifically with the different kinds of formats and different kinds of rules that could be used to, could be adopted for the running of a poetry slam.
Yeah.
So then, in that regard, there's different formats. There's the FIFA formats, there's the Eurovision,
right,
and all of them have like different approaches to the competition. But depending on which one you pick, then this is supposed to guide the different people within the different countries running poetry slam.
What was the format that's used here in Nairobi?
So we have this format where we do 3 rounds. That is the standard.
3 rounds of standard.
Yeah,
right.
3 rounds of competition, and then we.
How many judges?
Elimination rounds, 5 judges.
5 judges.
Yes,
All
and
right.
then you drop the highest and lowest.
Okay.
And then,
so you want a 0 to 10?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So the score is out of 30.
Yeah. So just a little Olympic scoring.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is that similar to?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the guys were telling me something that was that the scores are going from 0 to 30 or something like that.
Yeah.
And some slams they were doing. And I was like, I've never heard of that before.
It is. It's the 3, 10, 10, 10.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. They were just saying that. Okay, good, cool. Well, that's amazing, man. We have to talk about me trying to get back in January then. Goodness gracious. That's a lot. That's a lot. So again, like, so how do you fund that? Like, who's paying for it? Are there grants that you all applying for? Are there application fees that the post submitting to cover things? Is there a hotel sponsor? Like, how are you all making that thing come together? Because I know funding is a huge issue for the arts sector.
For the arts, yeah. We find ourselves in a really unique position here, where we are in the midst of sort of like a capitalist setup, and also sort of like a community thing. So for us, I would say we've been self-funding. We just sell tickets and take care of what we can take care of. So basically what we try and do is, depending on the nature of the competition on that year, we'll try and keep our overheads as low as possible so that we can run a seamless competition.
Right.
We've had instances once in a while where you get maybe someone who's willing to fund, but everyone who comes in has their own demands. There's someone who will come in and say, we want you to do the competition, but you can't charge. Yeah, so we will take care of all your expenses, but you can't charge. So in case someone comes like that, we'll be like, you will have to match what we would make if we were to do, because you can't just give us a portion of what we would make.
Right.
Yeah, and the whole point of having you on board is to
solidify us making some money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's always those challenges. Sometimes some drop off. Others, stick on and give you something small to help.
Right.
But then mostly we've been trying to build a model that is sustainable in the sense of you can sell tickets, get as many people in the room as possible, and then at least you can be able to share that with the artists who are involved. Yeah.
So is there prize money associated with the grand?
Yeah. There's prize money. Over here we usually do an equivalent. I don't know, an equivalent of like I'd say $800, something, 800, 850.
Okay, nice.
Because it's usually about 100,000 shillings, Kenyan shillings.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so you go set yourself up, and then there's also additional perks to it. You get to qualify to participate in the continental selection for the World Poetry Slam Championships.
Nice. You auditioned somebody to that recently also, right?
Yeah. So we sent someone to the World Championships in May. And they came second in the world.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was really, really decent.
Yeah, that's really
good.
The
US was 4th.
Yeah, Ed Mabry, I think, went.
Ed Mabry, yeah. Ed Mabry's been really, really good.
Yeah. Ed's a good guy. Yeah, definitely. Wow. That's a great thing happening. So when poets come here from other places, do you all have like hotels they can stay in, hotel sponsors? Or?
Okay, so far we haven't had a hotel sponsor. We've just had, so we used to have a space of our own, which is basically just a house, called it Spill's House. So we'd set the space up in such a way that it could accommodate some people, and then we get alternative accommodation around that space,
right?
So that people can come commune together, and then during the period of the during that period of the festival. And then when it comes to sleeping, they could just move maybe like a house or two down.
Right.
And then you bring them together during convenings and for the event. But yes, we've tried. Once we had a hotel sponsor. Yeah, it went really well.
Right.
But by the time we were doing the next competition, the management had changed. Yeah, so they're like,
Yeah,
you have
things
to
are
start the
always
conversation
changing.
again from
Yeah.
scratch. Yeah.
And a lot of times in the States, there are hotels that will sponsor and give you like maybe a block room rate. So for 20 or 30 rooms, they'll give you a discounted rate. So it's still not free in most instances, but they will give you a better rate. So if all the poets stay at this hotel, which makes it easy because everybody's in the same place. So that's potentially an idea also. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping that for this coming festival, some of these things are going to change because we already started conversations with different institutions, different hotels,
Right.
and just groupings in terms of how we can be able to meet the festival budget. We're still a long ways off.
Right.
We can't compare it to some of the other festivals that are happening because
I know it takes time.
Yeah, poetry is still considered a very niche art form over here. So the niche needs to be sort of broken because poets, in one way or another, in this country have existed alongside all these other art forms.
Right.
Yeah, and actually very vibrantly. We've had, I think, some of the biggest names in the creative industry come from poetry. We've had poets go into music.
Okay.
And at some point, one of the biggest bands in the country was a band that two of them are like slam champions.
Wow.
Yeah, they're called Harper Band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a format that you all are following with other poets? So if that's something that's actually working, are you all looking at creating a model or blueprint to follow that?
Actually, that has been the point. The challenge that we've been having is, the continuity. There's instances where you build something that can be able to accommodate all these poets in terms of like get them to be able to earn a living, be able to generate some revenue for themselves, build brands.
Right.
But now the challenge that comes most of the times is you have the poets transitioning to other things. There's a better deal that's coming.
Yeah.
Maybe someone was doing poetry in transition.
Right.
They were in campus, they had a lot of free time. And then now they get to a point where they're thinking, you know what? I could go look for a job. They get a desk job, they forget about the poetry.
Right.
Yeah, but then there's others who have, stuck to the path. So with these ones, what we do is we've created sort of like a pipeline to allow them to be able to thrive both locally and internationally.
Okay.
Yeah, so within the World Poetry Slam landscape, we have connections all over the world where we can be able to send a poet once in a while, get them to apply for like festivals, the same way you came. We have them to go to other poetry festivals and showcase. And it's been really beautiful because most of them, after they go, it just becomes consistent.
Right.
Yeah, so we hope we can be able to scale that up, have more poets absorbed into the system.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess, is that the most lucrative way for them to create a living? Because I know festivals don't always pay.
No.
So when it comes to actually like literally making $1, what has been the most, I guess, the best way that you all have found to actually make poetry into a living? I know for me, and a lot of poets in the United States, touring is one thing. We have a lot of colleges that pay for poets to come. Student activities is always looking for different ways to inspire their students. So the college market, there's actually like a college booking market that poets go to every year, like 2 or 3 different ones. And poets go and perform. You pay an entrance fee to perform, and then you may be performing in front of 100 colleges. Now those 100, maybe 5 or 10 hire you to come to their school throughout the year and perform. So that's a big thing in the States. And then additionally, a lot of poets teach, so education. Even from kindergarten all the way to university, it's English. You're teaching literacy, teaching character development, and so that has been a great way that poets are able to sustain themselves is by teaching, hosting workshops, and inspiring the community to be writers. The education system always has a budget for inspiring kids to write because it's literacy.
Okay. We have something similar here, especially with education and teaching. Most of the poets that we work with over time, once they get seasoned and they've gotten to a point where they've learned how they can be able to apply their skills in education, then they plug into some of these institutions. But it's still sort of like in its infancy. Majority of the schools that attract, or rather that probably have budgets for such things are international schools and some of the institutions that have, at the core of what they do, that, intend to get these children exposed to as much as they can. But now the national structures that have been set up are a little rigid, because before you get into an institution, you have to clear with the ministry in some way. So they need to understand what it is that you're bringing. If it's not part of the curriculum, then they'll be like, how are you coming in? How are you connecting with this particular thing? So as a result of that, we found ourselves in a space where we're developing a curriculum for poetry. The Kenya, it's called the Poetry Creator Development course. So we did it in collaboration with an institution called TVET, which is basically technical vocational education. And vocational education. And then CDAC is sort of like the testing body for these vocational institutions. So we've managed to develop a course that can be able to accommodate any entry-level poet and certify them to be able to either perform or train or do.
Certification for poets here in Nairobi. That's fire.
Yeah. So that's one of the, I think, key wins that we have.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
Developing the curriculum itself, and then training for it, and then developing the testing material.
Wow. I'm inspired. I'm inspired. That's super. That's super dope, man.
Yeah, but now in regards to how to then convert that into revenue generation, you'll realize that the course will be attached to institutions that already exist. So unless now I go into the institution as a trainer, then it means that I'll probably just stay on the periphery until.
Well, can you not? If you all are building the curriculum, can you not own the curriculum?
Yeah. So owning the curriculum is a thing that, through the process we realized is a little bit tricky, especially when you're dealing with government.
So government is assisting in
yes. No, for them it's like executive producing a project.
Yeah.
So because they executive produce the project, then they own the project. And if I want to use that particular curriculum to teach, I have to pay them to use it.
But you helped create it.
Yeah, so the best they said they could do is credit. So our names are on that. It's a really messed up situation, but I'm not really complaining. So what we've managed to do on the side is develop our own curriculum in collaboration with other institutions, other learning institutions that are sort of like autonomous. So with the intention of opening up the space to people who are not necessarily within the government institutional education program or framework.
That's good. So so you're pivoting. So you learn from the first time. Now you're doing it again and doing it a little bit different, a little bit better.
A little different. But then we also realized that there's a lot of areas we didn't cover when we were developing the curriculum for the schools with the government.
So it's going to be better. It's going to be better, and it's going to be more yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
that works. That works. Question, is the government going to be upset that they have competing curriculum that's even better than theirs?
Possibly. But I think one of the things that I would like to know from you, and in regards to how you plug into schools, how then do you measure in terms of like the success rate after probably running a program? Or do you just go in, share whatever you share, and then you hope that a few people are going to come out interested?
So for me, again, poetry is already part of the curriculum at a school.
Okay.
It's part of the English curriculum.
Oh, so it's not new.
So it's not new.
Okay.
But the way that we teach it is new.
Okay.
Right? So, for example, a lot of poets and poetry used to teach students in schools are not alive anymore. Right?
Yeah.
And so they're reading it out of a book.
Yeah.
But if I come to that classroom and give them the poetry in their face, up close and personal, and then still give them a lesson attached to it. Now it's different. It's like seeing it on TV, going to a concert, right? So they have a concert in their classroom. And so then, with that part, then the teachers will also say, okay, what other materials you have, because you're leaving. So what else do you have that I can still keep them going,
So
right?
you share resources.
But you can also sell those resources.
Okay.
Right? So me performing at a school and then saying, here, buy my book. It's the same as you saying, performing at a show and then saying, here, buy my CD or follow me on YouTube, right? It's just a very similar concept. And so it's already something that's in the governmental system. It's poetry, but we're teaching it in a new way that's more effective, right, than what they've been using.
Okay.
Because having a live person in the classroom is always better.
It's always better.
It's always better.
Yeah.
So
just off of that, I would like to probably find out from you, in terms of now books, because you mentioned, you can get them to get a book. How is poetry publishing in general? What's your experience with poetry publishing?
So I think poetry publishing in general is great.
Yeah.
Probably 80% of people in the world are reading books, right? But for an independent artist, without a publishing deal, it's a little bit different from my aspect. There are some poets that are doing wonderful with their books. They've got publishing deals, and their books are going out to 1,000 people, all over the world, right? But without a machine to push your product, it's kind of difficult to make money, right? So, for me, I've published one book so far. Self-published.
Okay.
And it has one poem in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
One poem.
So I'm an engineer by trade.
Okay.
I went to school for industrial engineering, and poetry was a hobby that became my passion. It became a career. So when poets were publishing books, my thought process was, how many poems are in the book? And the average book has how many poems? Maybe 20, 30 poems. Yeah. So an average book sells for maybe between $10 and $15 for a book. Then when you divide the number of poems in the book by the price, you determine how much each poem is worth. Right? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the process. Why I would give away all of my poems in a book for one price? So I took a poem, got with the illustrator, paid them to create pictures, and turned that one poem into a children's book called Poetry is Life. Okay. That book is an introduction to poetry for students kindergarten through 4th, 5th grade. Okay. So now every school that I go to, I can automatically sell that school 100 books for all the students in the class, right? Okay. Or I can at least offer it to them and say, I'm coming to your class, and here's a link to the book that I'm going to be using to teach this lesson. So students can buy it or not. Okay. Right? That book costs me about $5 to print. And then I'm able to sell it for $13. Okay. So I'm able to make an $8 profit per book. So again, like, a person with a big publishing deal is probably only making $1 or $2 per book. They might be selling more books, but it's again, how much do you own your masters or not? So now I know that if I sell 1,000 books this year, I can make $8,000. Okay. Right? Yeah. And so that's just how I looked at it. And again, it's only one poem. So I think publishing is great, but it just hasn't been what I've done that way with that. I'll get there someday.
I think this is an actually very interesting model, because when you look at it in essence, you control the product. And it's sort of like when you're running an indie label and you're thinking, we're going to tour, we're going to sell all our merch, we're going to sell all our albums directly to the consumer. Right. We're going to do vinyl, so it feels like, a bigger value. Right. And then you've also added value by bringing in the illustrations and everything else. This is a really interesting model, I think, a lot of poets could borrow from. Yeah. So talk a little bit about Poetry is Life.
The book?
No.
So it started out as a poem. Yeah. Right? There's a poem, Poetry is Life, which actually turned into an album. Yeah. Which Poetry was the single for the album with a full band. So, Poetry's Life is a poem, it's a book, and it's a song. So off that one poem, I'm getting paid royalties on the music.
Yeah.
I'm selling it as a book, and I still perform it as a poem. So again, I'm taking that one poem and getting paid 3 times off of it.
Yeah.
If you start to do every single poem that you own in your collection, you're getting paid 3 times, and you're moving in the right direction.
Great pivoting, yeah.
Yeah. So Poetry is Life is what I live by. It's what I teach. It's what I create. It's what I manifest. Poetry is part of your life every single day. We learn how to. The songs we sing when we were younger is poetry. Rap is poetry. On the back of the dollar, it says, "In God We Trust," is poetry. The Bible is poetry. The Quran is poetry. My definition for poetry is the language of imagination expressed in verse. The Super Bowl is a huge thing in America. Commercials are on average 30 seconds long. The average commercial of Super Bowl costs $1 million. Why? Because they're all the eyes that are watching that event, right? But a commercial is language, right? Creative language expressed in a verse, right? Using their imagination. It's poetry.
It's poetry.
And advertising execs and boardrooms are sitting together, creating these ads, and it's nothing but poetry. We do it every single day. So you could be probably a great advertiser if you're a poet. You can be a teacher if you're a poet. You can write scripts if you're a poet. You can act if you're a poet. You can be a theater if you're a poet. So it's part of your life. It's part of everything. And I think that when you're able to say it and then prove it, now the world looks at you differently. Because they're like, oh, I didn't think about it that way. But now they do. And so it's a part of everything. So there's nothing I can't do. People ask me if I can do something, and I don't know if I can or not, but I always say yes.
Okay. So what is that's a really good way of looking at it. If you were to connect the two, so generally the question is Poetry is Life and the Poetry Cafe.
So the Poetry Cafe is an open mic format, just like the film I went to the day, Notary. There was no consistent space for poets to go. We're constantly looking for venues to go into, constantly trying to find space.
Speaking of venues, where do you host yours?
So I host the Poetry Cafe at the Cultural Arts Center in my city. There's several different rooms, and so they have a 300-seat theater, just like at the National Theater. And then they have smaller rooms to seat up 100 to 150. So I hold the event in the 100-seat auditorium space. We're doing a 300-seat space at one time. And it was just so much to market. Get 300 people into the space, and then when you got 200 people, it still felt empty. And what I found is that people want to be intimate. They want to be in close corners. They'd rather be packed in the back than in a big theater. And so we use that theater for big shows, for big slams, but the monthly shows are only in the smaller space. They're much easier to sell out and keep being consistent. And the partnership with the Cultural Center gives us space for a very low amount. So it also makes it great that our overhead is very low. So we're able to sell tickets to the event with a very low overhead, so we're always able to make a profit.
And in regards to these partnerships, do they involve you paying a sort of like amount to access, or
so basic, not a standard amount. They just give discounts to artists. So the space may rent for $50 an hour, right? But as an artist in the community, we get it for like $7.
That's good.
It's great. It's not good. It's great. It's great. So they're creating a blueprint for artists to be able to host their own spaces. So the Cultural Arts Center in our city is wonderful about creating space for artists to thrive and to build. The residencies in the building, we can also have a space for a week and create. And it doesn't matter what kind of artist you are. Like, that space is yours for the week to host workshops, host a show, do whatever. You apply for the space. But once you apply, they give it to you. And I think they also give you a stipend. for, again, creating art in the community.
Yeah, I've seen that model a lot, I think, on the European side of things, not necessarily on the American, but it's really good to see, draw from some of these, because the challenge that we have here is if you want to access a space,
right,
you just have to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean that is the same struggle.
Yeah,
That's the same struggle as at home, but the Cultural Arts Center provides space. What's happening now is getting very competitive. It's like even the room that I use now, like nobody was using it, but then when I started using it and people seeing sold out shows in this space, they're like, "What room is he using?" Now you got to book the space out so far in advance because everybody wants to use it.
Yeah.
So space is difficult to find. So that space is 100. Then we have a 300 seat space, and there's 1,000 seat space. So again, it's hard to grow. So if I do 100, there's no 200. There's just 300, right? And if you're at 300, there's no 500. You got to go to 1,000 seat space to grow. So space is always an issue for an artist, and owning your own space is a great idea. But it's difficult.
Okay.
But I know brands like, I'm familiar with like Busboys and Poets in DC. They have 5, 6, 7, 8 locations, and all based on poetry. They're a restaurant and a bookstore too. But again, we already do so much. So it's only so much the own person can do. But that's an excellent blueprint if you want to own your own space. Busboys and Poets. We're going to be going there in January, actually, to do a Poetry Café. So again, the Poetry Café is open mic. So anybody can come in if you're a seasoned poet or just starting out today poet. We have a live band that kind of backs the show and carries the energy for the show. I host the show, and people sign up. We average about 12 to 15 artists, per evening. It's only once a month. We sell tickets for between $15 and $25. What I found is that people like to be special. So if you have a VIP section, that section always sells out first. always, right?
Interesting.
So I hadn't been doing it, and then somebody was like, "Well, I want to be a VIP," and I was like, "Why? It's the same exact seat. You're sitting right next to somebody else." So we started doing VIP tickets, just to try it out, and sold out every single time. So we have 100 seats and maybe 20 are VIP. Those first ones to go. So $15 for general admission, $25 for VIP. And after you get a small table, like just like this. This is VIP.
Oh, okay.
Instead of having a regular chair in a row, right?
You can have your water.
Whatever you want to have, and boom, people bottom up.
This is I think that is something we could learn from you,
right?
Because I've seen majority of the shows that we do over here, especially poetry related, don't really have a VIP.
Right.
It's just more of like if someone feels like they want to pay a little extra because they feel it's valuable.
People always want to pay extra.
Yeah.
People want to feel special.
Yeah.
They want to be special any other night except that once a month at your show they're VIP.
Okay. Now I wanted to know something about the band setup. How do you work on it? Do people come in, rehearse? Or the band is just good?
No, I have a band that I work with. So the Poetry Café band is the same band I use for my album and touring. So same band will be ringing with me next year. Okay. So we work together all the time. And so most of the Poetry Café is improv.
Okay.
Right? If you come in and I'm doing a poem, like, y'all want something from the band, give me something a little mellow, a little smooth. Boom, they're on it. Right now, for the stuff that we do, we're already rehearsed. They know the whole album. They know the whole album. So I just say we're gonna do the Poetry Cafe intro in the beginning and the end. We're gonna do breathe in the middle. And we may throw in something else, but I can literally say, okay, let's jump to rainbows, and boom, they're playing rainbows. Or let's go ahead and improv. We improv. So they my soundtrack to my life is the band. So and it's only 2 or 3 guys. I have a keyboard and I have a drummer.
Oh.
I have a bass every now and then if I need it, and I have a vocalist.
Upright bass or regular bass?
Regular bass. Okay. Regular bass.
All right. So talk a little bit about the album.
Oh man, so the album. I'm so proud of the album. First of all, I hadn't recorded an album since 2010, so it's been 15 years. But I'm not sure if you know or not, but poetry is now a Grammy-nominated category.
Yes.
For the past 4 years. And so a lot of my friends were applying to the Grammys, and I was just like, wow, I have to do my part. Create a product that I want to share with the world. So just to be able to enter the Grammy category was just phenomenal, because growing up, you never thought poetry would ever be something that would be worthy of a Grammy. You know, so in addition, we need more artists to apply because we want to keep the category open.
Yeah.
And so, you know, everybody can apply. You know, the more poets that apply, the better the category is going to get, the more we can all grow, and we can make sure that that lane stays open.
Yeah.
If you at home think you're not good enough to apply for the Grammys, and we only have 5 entries next year, then they're going to close the category.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do my part to make sure that I was adding to the pot, to make sure the door stayed open. So that was my first thing. Secondarily, I had so much work that I just hadn't recorded yet. You know, hadn't archived as of yet, and so I wanted to get that on record. And yeah, it was just a magnificent experience, because we a lot of the material, nothing was new for the album. We had been doing the same material forever. We just now recorded.
Yeah.
And so just the process of being in the studio with the band, we had an 8-hour block, and we just went in and just did a live show, you know, basically in the studio. So the album.
Oh, it's live recorded, yeah?
Yeah. So you'll be able to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's some cuts in the album where I'm just like we're talking, like, okay, fix this. Okay, let's go back and you do this, whatever. But like we recorded that too. Okay. And so I was like, yeah, put that on now.
So skits, interludes.
Yeah. So I was thinking about the old Lauryn Hill album that, you know, where you hear them talking in the middle, whatever. So I want it to be an experience. And so, immediately there's just conversation in the album. There's a transition in the album. We're just talking about, let's work on how we connect these songs and make it tell a story. The band did a phenomenal job with the music. It's an amazing album. It's called Changing the World One Poem at a Time. And so literally talk about freedom. We talk about the importance of breath. You know, that it's not.
That's breathe, right?
Yeah, that's breathe. Which consequently is now a workshop. I'm a runner, and so I love to run. So I was in Atlanta, Georgia for a race a couple months ago.
Marathon?
No, I'm not there yet. I did a half marathon.
It'll happen eventually.
Yeah. It's on my bucket list though. I'm not there yet though, but I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
But they're hosting a race retreat in Bermuda.
Okay.
And they were looking for people to submit workshops, you know, to the retreat, because it's going to be a race in Bermuda also, but they're focusing on the retreat part of the aspect, the wellness, especially Black mental health, you know, for Black men and women. And so, man, I was like, I could do a workshop, you know, and I submitted it and they accepted the workshop. So I'll be in Bermuda in March, teaching a workshop using poetry at a race.
Interesting.
Right. So we don't know what we can do with our art. You know, wellness is huge. I've taught for years with substance abuse, using poetry as a resource and for journaling. There's a 12-step program that all addicts follow. Somebody wrote it. Right. So when you're having a bad day, you should read this mantra 5 times. You know, when you think about going to score some drugs, you should write down time, date, your thoughts and feelings and emotions. Read through it, right? So all these things are tools we can use as poets and artists. And now you're at the hospital.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm a new father. So there's a poem entitled Dear Son. But again, I also went to a boot camp at the hospital when I was a new father. It's called Daddy Boot Camp, where they're talking to dads about how to change diapers and their experiences. And there's always a dad there that has now had the baby, right? It's like, I didn't know what to do with this baby, but he's here, you know? And so we're able to kind of see and ask questions to the new dad, because we weren't there yet, right? And so I was like, man, I wonder if poetry could be a thing, right? There's so much care placed on mothers. But what about us, right? What if we had a group for dads at a hospital where we could write and journal about our feelings for our new child that we could share with them later? So you leave this workshop could be for 9 months, right? Or however many months before you find out about it, you know? And you sign up for this workshop, and every week, every month, we're checking in, we're journaling, we're whatevering, you know? But we created a business model from a poem. So again, every poem that I do is life. So how can I take this poem and do 8 other things with it? So when you listen to the album, you know that every one of those poems is something else. Right? It is a workshop. It's an idea. It's a concept. So, you know, Dear Son is part of what I'm creating with dads and hospitals. which is just an idea.
Talk about rainbow.
Oh man, so I'll tell you a secret that I haven't told anybody yet.
Yeah.
But since it happened here, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So rainbows is just that. It talks about different colors, creeds, nationalities, and how together it's something beautiful. And if the rainbow is one color, it wouldn't be as beautiful as it is.
Yeah.
And so whether you're tall, short, black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, your diversity is necessary in this world to make it what it is.
Okay.
And so rainbows talks about how we can build and grow as a human race of people, not just sticking in this our sectors of life,
Yeah.
But being able to learn and adapt and grow and share who and why we are. And so this talks about healing through that. Additionally, rainbows is also an exercise in alliteration, and so the entire poem is also a lesson plan for alliteration.
Ooh.
Right.
This is an interesting perspective.
So, but we write
Yeah.
that way. And so I challenged myself to write a poem using alliteration. Not thinking about it being something later, but it was a prompt or something somebody was had on somewhere. And I said, well, I can do that. Let me try that. And rainbows came out of that, right?
Okay.
But now when I teach at schools, it's also a lesson plan for alliteration.
Yeah. So it sounds like everything is very intentional with the...
Not always.
Process, yeah?
Not always.
Sometimes
I'm, so for example, I'm getting to the point. So I was looking for a transition.
Yeah.
There's rainbows. I have a poem called Human Race that I did in the show here.
Yeah.
And then I transitioned to this poem called Make a Wish. But it goes from rainbows to Make a Wish. Make a Wish is about basically the plight of the black man in America being targeted, and how we're seen, how we're victimized, police brutality, just how they've tried to hold the black man down from the civil rights movement all the way to where we are now. Yeah. Colin Kaepernick, he's kneeling on a field, but he's blacklisted. I played sports. I was like, kneeling, I thought that meant we're waiting for the player that got hurt to get up. I thought that was a good thing. So it details all these things. So I didn't have a really solid transition because usually it's music.
Yeah.
I didn't have to be. It was just me. And when I was doing the show, I performed the piece and I ended and I sat in silence for a moment because I wasn't sure how to transition, right? So I just gave it a beat. But then I was like, because the rainbows again talking about all the beautiful things that we create together as a human race, because we're all different, right? And then I was like, man, the only color not in the rainbow is black. And everybody went, oh. And I was like, I just made that shit up. But it happened that way. And now that's definitely going to be part of the show moving forward. Yeah. But I never thought about it that way. But being here on the continent and being in a room full of black people and, looking around and not seeing anybody that doesn't look like me, it was just a crazy, inspiring feeling. And I was like, man, that's crazy that I've done this poem for so long. I've never thought about the fact that we are not in the rainbow.
So this is an interesting perspective because my brother was talking about the same thing. Yeah. Where he's so he stays away and in Europe and just coming back and meeting everyone.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, this is sort of like very different, but a very refreshing feeling in some ways.
Yeah. So yeah, man, Rainbows is a lot of people's favorite. It has a very, very catchy chorus that people love to sing. So Rainbows is one of the favorites of people's on the album.
So I'm also curious about the human race.
So it's just that it's a play on words.
Yeah. Human race.
Because we are the human race, but we also the life is typically the rat race. We're racing all the time, trying to get point A to point B. Again, not realizing that we're only racing towards our death. You can't get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not thinking about it, but you're so ready to grow up, so ready to drink, so ready to drive, so ready to get a job, so ready to do this next thing, and not taking advantage of the moment and the space and the time that you're in now. You can never get that back. You're not moving towards life. You're moving close to the end of your life, right? And just to have people start thinking about that, like stop rushing so much to what is coming next. Take a moment to appreciate what you're in, to breathe. And so the album transitions to all those things. And so I want people to feel even refreshed, centered, inspired, motivated, but just reminded of what's important, and a reminder of what's possible. So yeah, that's human race. And so we use some. Again, I'm a runner too, so it's literally and figuratively. So we shot a video for it, and there's people running, and in a marathon.
You should come shoot that here. We have so many runners.
Yeah. And again, like I've been reaching out. I've been tagging like Nike, Adidas, Reebok, whoever. Whenever I post it, I'll tag them in it. So imagine the human race being in an ad for a shoe commercial.
Yeah, that would be something.
Right? Imagine shooting a commercial, with the human race in the background, and boom. And I posted a few reels from here actually, with the human race in the background as the music.
All right. So you've been running while you're around?
On the treadmill. Oh, I'm not crazy. I see how y'all drive. I'm not trying to get run over. The treadmill here. I think I'm good with the treadmill. I hate the treadmill, but I think it's a better decision.
It works,
it works. So I did some miles this morning. So yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to segue into sort of like the future, because we've talked about all these collaborations and all these possibilities. What are you looking at?
So the Poetry Café is additionally a podcast. Yeah. And I've been doing episodes from here every day, live from Nairobi. We're talking to whoever. And I want the Poetry Café to be a worldwide brand. The Poetry Café, we have the slogan, we feed your mind, your body, and your soul. Yeah. And so I want to have at least 10 spaces that I go to annually and record a live show. Okay. So live from Alaska is the Poetry Café. We're highlighting Eskimo poetry, right? Live from Nairobi is the Poetry Café. We're highlighting artists here. Live from Dallas, Texas, right? Every year we pick 10 new spots to go. We're locking the sponsors where everything is paid, right?
Yes, now I was going to head into that. Okay. How do you fund such
an auspicious situation? Self-funded is most of it. Every now and then you do get a good sponsor interested in growing, but I think most sponsors want to see you doing it first, and then they jump on the bandwagon second. Okay. So getting your following up, getting the eyes and ears up on your podcast and on your situation is always a good thing. For example, I told companies that I was coming to Nairobi for the International Theater Festival, and I said I'm going to record 10 episodes of the podcast, and I'm looking for 10 businesses to sponsor. I'm going to keep the price super low, so even small businesses can get into it. As long as you have a website or something online I can attach to, people can find you or follow you, then you're good. And so I said, the first 10, that hit me up will be able to get in. And I'm going to do it for $100. And that's just a one-time fee that'll be up forever. And it's constantly going to keep getting more and more and more, spins on it. But that's all I want to do. And boom, in like a week, I had 10 sponsors. And so that was $1,000 in a week just for 10 episodes. So then I was like,
so it's possible.
Could I do 100 episodes with the same format? Could I do 300 episodes with the same format? Not 365, just 300. Right? And just literally, the Poetry Café's in the street today, and we just met John. John, what do you think about poetry, man? Right? So some of them were 10 minutes, some of them were 20 minutes, some of them were 30 minutes to an hour, right? And I was just like, man, so I'm going home now thinking, again, I'm overthinking it all the time, but I've been with this little Zoom, walking around, talking to people, and then getting it on and moving forward. So with 300 episodes annually at $100 a pop, that's $30,000 for the year, just off of talking to people. Not a show, not anything else, right? And that's just the first year. So what if next year I can charge $200 per episode?
And if people are on the queue to get in, you can.
So now when I get home, I'm going to add to my website, click here if you want to sponsor a podcast episode. Wow. So I'm always, again, that just came out of this trip. I just made it up. So I think we doubt, we're looking for the blueprint, but we are the blueprint.
Yeah, we are the blueprint.
Yeah. So I think constantly creating and being innovative is important. I told the guys yesterday, the book thing, everybody says it's a genius idea, right? So one step further, I've been doing T-shirts.
Okay.
You know, I love T-shirts. I love a good T-shirt.
Yeah.
But T-shirts are going to cost you between $10 and $12.
Yeah.
You got to get 100 of them to get the price down, right? And then you're selling them for maybe 25, 30. So you're making 100% profit, doubling your money basically, right? But you got to worry about sizes, colors, whatever. People are like, yeah, I need this color. Yeah. And then they're heavy.
Yes.
They're heavy, right? Who's carrying these damn T-shirts? I don't want to carry T-shirts. So, my wife and I have been printing out these pictures on this website called Mix Tiles.
Okay.
Mixtiles. They need to give me a sponsorship. And the pictures are like maybe $5. And you just pull it from your phone, right? And then you click them into the whatever. You choose the frame and then hit the button. And in 2 weeks, they're there. Free shipping and handling. And you can put them on the wall. And so I messed around and put like love, life, live in one of them, you know? And I was like, wait a minute. So I went back and started pulling poems, not whole poems, sections, pieces, words, right? Live, life, love is in everybody's house. How much does that cost?
To buy.
Probably about, to buy. Probably about $10, $15. Probably $15. For how many words? You selling a book with all your poems in it for $30? Come on, man. So now when I go to shows and they're light.
Yeah, it's so interesting because now I'm thinking you've written a line. A line has 5 words. You can make that one thing or 5 things, and you can make something off of each.
I pay about $5 per frame. They're 8x8.
Okay.
I sell them for $25. And I can get them 20, 30, 40 at a time or one at a time, right? And I can get a variety.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to get the same T-shirt in 8 different sizes. So now, right? And also they stick to your wall.
Yeah.
So if you like 4 of my things, you can literally make your own art at home with my words. A book's going to be on the shelf that you're going to pull out to read or show somebody every blue moon, right? These words are on the wall. Yeah, if you walk into the house and see this on the wall and you like it, it says by Josephus or at the Poetry Café, you already know where to get it from. On the back, the barcode, you can scan it and order more.
Oh, man. That's a really, really good business.
And you can buy it from my website.
Yeah. Free shipping.
Who wants to do a book? Like what for? So when somebody comes and says we'll do a book, I'm like, I need $100,000 advance. You got to give me $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I need an advance. Where's my advance? Right. You know. Now when I get the advance, then I'll be down. Yeah. But until that point comes, I'm all right.
This is Josephus putting us on game. Like, you see, these are the opportunities that I usually feel like as poets we don't usually see. We're thinking
we don't because we don't. A, we don't share.
Yes.
Or B, we don't know.
Yeah.
Or C, there's no platform that allows us to share.
Yeah.
So I have a whole part of this Poetry Café is called Behind the Poem. Right? So again, I wrote a poem about breathe. What is breathe about? Now we have a 10-minute conversation about a poem that people are like, oh, I should go hear that poem. Yeah. Right? So what platforms are there for poetry, for poets to talk? Not to perform, but to talk.
Yeah.
Hours. That's it.
Yeah. That's content right there.
Content. Hold on for 1 second. This is them coming to pick me up. Okay. Hey, what's up? I'm good. You all downstairs? No, I'm still here. But I was saying I had a ride if you didn't want to. I didn't know if you were just picking me up or pick somebody else up. Is it just me? Oh yeah. Well, go ahead. I'm good. I'll be there. I'm finished up an interview, and I'll see you in a minute.
That's Alex.
Hey, man, it's me. I'm good. I don't want you to have to drive back just for me. I'll see you in a minute. All right, thanks, man. All right, peace. He was like, "Let me come back for you." No, hey.
Yeah, it's the last day. Most people have already left. So
Yeah, well, the Egypt team is still here. It's like 20 of them.
Oh,
Yeah, so typically he's got to come back and get me anyway.
yeah.
Because they take up the whole van.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so maybe we could be wrapping up in the meantime.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to be there. I think tech is at 1:30. So
1:30.
Yeah. So we're still okay. Yeah, man. So I mean, it's just so many opportunities that we don't miss, that we miss because we don't think we're good enough. We don't think we can do it. But like, you know, we're living proof. You say you've been doing it for what, 13 years almost,
Yeah.
and every year
I've been doing poetry for longer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just the festival itself, you know. But every year you think of something, a new way to evolve it, new way to break it down. And again, like before I left, I taught a masterclass called turning your poetry passion into profit.
Okay. Talk a little bit about that. Yeah.
We've been talking about it. Yeah, how you turn your purpose and poetry into profit.
Yeah.
Right. Poetry is something that we do for free. We do it for free all the time.
All the time.
Right.
All the time.
And that changed my life when someone said, "Hey, how much would you charge?" I had no idea people got paid to speak. So I was smart enough to say, let me get back to you.
Yeah.
Did some research. Fact: 80% of people in the world are afraid of public speaking. Public speakers getting paid 6 figures to do an hour talk.
Yeah.
So I went back and I was like, 150. She was like, cool. I was like, I should have asked her
for more.
Yeah.
See, as a poet, you speak all the time.
But this is 20 years ago.
Okay.
Right. So, but again, the average hourly rate was probably $750, $650 per hour. I was doing one poem for 3 minutes. I got paid $100 for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And I was like, this might be something. So again, something I made up in that moment. But then that one poem opportunity turned up to 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 schools, podcasts, Nairobi, Kenya, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's a snowball effect if you continue to be consistent and adapt to the things coming in front of you. But I didn't know I could get paid for poetry. Students at schools don't know they can get paid for poetry.
They can be paid.
But if you're standing in front of them, telling them they can, and you're living proof, now people want to enroll in your program.
Absolutely.
Now people want to say, how can I get to your workshop? How can I come to your class and learn more about this? And the great thing about schools is I focused on the 7th grade for a very long time. My teachers' friends were in 7th grade teachers, middle school teachers for a while. So I started, a friend said, hey, can you come to my classroom and do a poem? Sure. So I was there, you know, at least twice a semester doing some poetry to work with them. Next year, they're still teaching the 7th grade.
Oh.
You think I made up new poems?
Same thing for
in schools, the textbooks are the same for 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years.
Sure, yeah.
So this curriculum every year, the students change, but the work doesn't. I'm not creating anything new. Any artist that you think about, your favorite artist, you like a song or an album, new edition, it's huge, right? Everybody knows Can You Stand the Rain?
Yeah.
When they go on tour, we want to hear that album. We don't want to hear your new stuff. Nobody cares about that.
Interested in that.
Sing that Popcorn Love that we know you from, 20 years ago, right? And they know that. They know that, right? But they haven't written anything new. Alex. What's up? No. I'm gonna I got a ride. Yeah, I'll see you. All right, thanks.
Now
about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got.
Good. We have an hour's worth
That was
of
good.
content.
Okay.
But still, maybe just I want us to have like a little bit of a producer's conversation.
Okay.
In regards to, say, open mic formats.
Okay.
How do you make an open mic format profitable?
Charge. That's it.
Okay. Charge entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. Build match around it.
Yeah. That's it. Just charge.
Okay.
So if there are 10 free venues, right, and you're the only one charging, the common thought is that people are not going to come to your event because you're charging.
Yeah.
But the only opposite side of that is, why is this event $10?
Okay. So they get curious and they want to come and you give them value.
Time out. If I say VIP, what do you think?
So it's like premium.
Does it cost more?
Definitely.
So if it's a free event, is it premium?
No.
If it costs something, is it premium?
No.
If it costs something, is it premium?
If it costs something, it's free. Yeah.
If everything else is free,
yeah.
but your event costs, who's premium?
Of course, the cost. Yeah.
Do you want to be premium or do you want to be average?
You want to be premium. You want to have a exclusive experience. I see.
People are coming to New Poetry Lounge or whatever. It's going to get you an opportunity to perform in Poetry Slam Africa.
Okay.
What do you have these other events don't have? The connections.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Coming to this event gets you an opportunity to come to my masterclass.
Okay. That's value.
Coming to this gets you the opportunity to
travel,
be or to of the or just simply to have your poem recorded and edited and available to you as an artist to market.
Okay.
Well,
so we need to communicate that clearly, right?
Or just charge, or not,
or not. Yeah. No, I see.
If I say we have the best ribs in North Carolina, are you coming to see?
Yeah, I want to see.
Why? Ribs.
Because I think.
Because it's the best.
Yeah.
If I say we're the longest running open mic in Nairobi, are you coming? Why? Because we're the best.
Yeah,
did you prove it? No, you just said it. Yeah. It's marketing. It's the same thing in Super Bowl. It's the same concept. Yeah. If you say you're the best, DJ Khaled, we the best.
We the best.
We didn't even know who he was.
We the best.
And now we saying that shit. We the best. Like what? He made it up. You are enough.
Yeah.
Stop thinking that you have to do what everybody else is doing. That's never going to get you where you want to be. Okay. Unless you want to be like them. Right? Is that what you want? Well, stop acting like it.
Stand up. Yeah. Okay. This is a good.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
And it may not happen overnight. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not be an instant success. But you know what the goal is. The goal is to be sustainable. And you cannot be sustainable doing what you're doing now.
Yeah.
And you can say, tickets go on sale tomorrow. The first 10 are discounted price. Right?
Yeah.
You say discounted price till the next day, or the first 10 people to buy. You only buy discounted price, right? Or time frame. Just say the first 10 tickets are half price, right? Wait an hour, and be like, tickets sold out.
Yeah.
Now it's this price.
Yeah, we've created formal.
Right. The people buy the tickets, they don't know. It doesn't matter. You're creating the illusion, the idea, you're marketing, right? Tickets sold out for the early bird. We got the general admission tickets. They're going fast. If you want yours, get in now. Oh, we got 3 VIP we just posted.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, VIP sold out. Did it sell out? They don't know. But not like, shit, I got to get my tickets. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You're creating demand for your product. And then if tickets are low, then you call 10 of your friends and be like, y'all getting free tonight. Pack the house.
Yeah. Say sold out.
Yeah, say sold out. This show sold out this month. Next month, tickets go on sale at 12 o'clock for the next month's show.
Yeah.
Get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
We out.
Okay. Marketing. And we are poets.
We are poets. And then, the beauty of also, why are you doing a weekly show? The average weekly show is going to get you maybe 50, 60 people, right?
Yeah.
You want to get 100 to 200 people. So why not make it a monthly show? Because the objectivity is less time, more money.
Yeah.
This is a premium show. We're going to do it once a month. Tickets always sell out. You want to get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
And then what happens, people are like, well, okay, you guys, once a month, can you come and host my show over here? Yeah, it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
Oh, can you host my show at this spot? Yeah, it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
This is my focus. But the other 3 weeks, now you can charge other people to do their shows.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. We'll come in and film yours. Our prices start at $500 per show.
Yeah.
But this is what we charge. And so the other 3 weeks, you are fixing other people's shit. And once a month, you're still the premium show that everybody comes to.
Okay.
Now you're not having to go to work every week. Now you're making it so people can't. If you missed the show, people are like, I missed the show last month. Well, wait till next month.
Yeah.
I mean, weekly is cool,
yeah,
but it's tired. I know you're tired.
Yeah,
I know you're tired, and if you the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Yeah.
So until you put in a different input, it's got to be a different output.
Yeah. Wow.
What are you changing, right, to your format to make it better? And it can't be doing more work.
No.
It's always the system.
Yeah.
It's the system. It's the system that creates the opportunity for you to grow. The Poetry Cafe, I don't even do it once a month now. It's like maybe once a quarter because I'm busy doing other things people are paying me for, right? I'm waiting on ticket sales for the Poetry Cafe, but people are being like, oh, can you come host this show? Can you come do this? Can you come do that? Can you come to Nairobi, right? And I could have brought the band, right? But I was like, let me just go by myself and just see what it's looking like. And I don't need them. I can do our show by myself.
Yeah.
And I've got the tracks in my pocket I can put to the DJ if I want to. Right? And the next year I'm like, okay, bet.
Building value.
Building value.
On it. Yeah. Okay. So 2026. What's the name of your band?
There is no band. I am the band.
You are the band.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
Josephus is coming back to Nairobi in 2026 with the band. If you want to know what that sounds like, check out the album, Changing the World One Poem at a Time. Because that's what we're doing. Because poetry is life, and life is indeed poetry.
Beautiful.